Hello caterpillars and welcome back to another Less Art video. This time we're painting Galarian Slowbro. I had a really hard time picking out a card, but this one spoke to me, and mostly because my niece and my nephew picked it out for me. So, without further ado, let's get on to the painting! Alright, so I was really happy that my niece and my nephew picked out this card because I am falling in love with gradients, like going on and doing gradient things. Oh, I love it. It makes my brain happy, and I'm just, very excited. And this is where I realized I made my first mistake. I used the wrong white, which, how could you use the wrong white? Well, there's two different kinds of whites when painting. There's the mixing colors white, and then the actual white that you know. So the white I'm using right now is very opaque and is used to mixing color. So if you want a pink, you mix this with a red, and it helps not to. It's a bad choice. So I had to do about 3 to 4 layers of white to get what I wanted. And now that I think about it, that's my second mistake, because I could have just gone back to the regular white. I think it's called titanium white. I don't know. But I could have just used the right white after the first layer instead of just committing to my mistake. But c'est la vie, my friends, c'est la vie. So I have lived with my mistake. I finally, gotten to the point where I'm slightly happy with the thickness of the white. It was actually very hard to cover up all that dark color with a transparent white, but again, c'est la vie. You learn. You always learn, no matter how much you have painted, no matter how long. I don't care if you're a master, you're medium, you will always learn something new. And, you're never a master. And really, you should be a jack of all trades when it comes to art, because other mediums can teach you how to be better in your preferred medium. So that's just my 2 cents. If you want to be a master at art, be a jack of all trades of art. So it's actually really fun to mix mediums too. So yeah. Am I still doing the white? Are we going on now? Oh, thank God we're moving on. So now you can see I'm doing more of a outline. I'm doing the rock, obviously, but I'm not really committing to any kind of shape right now or the color. I'm just planning out the, my paintbrush broke. That paintbrush breaks all the time. I need to glue it back on. But anyway, I am doing kind of a blueprint over here. Again, I could sketch it, but I don't want to. I like doing this version. So if you want to sketch out your design before committing to a paint, go ahead, my friend. Go ahead. Go be your caterpillar little self and do what you please. And then, and then add more rocks. So many rocks. But yeah, so I'm making sure that it's not too opaque, because I am planning on making this a different color. Again, this is just, it's like a gray version of the white paint. So yeah. But what happened? Where have I gone? Did I forget a color and I went all away? Why am I not better at editing? Oh my god, it's so I can see okay, am I back? What's going on? Huh? Okay. I did forget a color. That's right. I should edit that out, but I'll probably forget. I need to get better at editing. But yeah, so I really love this blue that I'm using, but it has a horrible drawback. It's very see-through-y. It doesn't go on as the pure, blue that I want. So I have to paint over it maybe once or twice more to get that really nice, thick, deep blue. Because I'm playing with brain work. I'm playing with a lot of different shades of purple and blue to help give a sense of depth that's going on. Did I forget another color? Why am I not more prepared for anything ever? My god. Oh, why? Why? Where have I gone? Oh, I see a shadow. Oh, did I come back? Oh. So, what? Okay, there we go. Yep, I got the purple now. So I'm matching up the purple the best I can, which actually is really close. I was really impressed when I started painting that it was so close to being this, to the original purple of the original artist. And I'm so sorry that I don't know who the original artist was. I should do more research about that, but I'll also probably butcher the name of the poor artist. Oh my god, I probably should do that to help fill in the empty spaces of when I forget to edit stuff. So yeah, and then I'm adding some pink. And again, you can see I'm not really blending anything right now, and I'm leaving like little white spaces in between, like I'm committing, but not 100% committing, because I know I'll have to go over those colors and whatnot. And we're slowly getting off of the camera. Can we? Oh, thank God. Whew, I was worried that I was going to be completely off camera. So, now I'm trying to match the blue, I believe. Oh, yes, look. And so it looks pretty close. Like when it's wet, this blue looks really close to what I want, so I'm very happy. But for some reason, like it dried darker than it was supposed to. And now, I'm sorry, I burped. I'm so sorry. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure why I thought that matched so well with that top blue. It's really quite dark, but like when it dries, it gets even darker. And I'm just fixing up the little see-through spots, the opaque places. I'm pretty sure I'm using opaque correctly, but who knows at this point. And so I'm just, painting it over. It looks very nice. I'm very happy with it. Making sure that card doesn't go anywhere as I poke it in the eyeball. Take that, Slowbro. And then, fixing that line a little bit because it was a little crooked. Again, it's okay to paint over what you've already put there. So if you make a mistake, you can just paint over it. It's okay to paint over a mistake, Or, you could try to, I know Bob Ross is in the title card. Well, it's me with Bob Ross's hair. But, happy mistakes happen. If you like it, keep it. If you don't have to keep it. It's your painting. Do what makes you happy, man. You gotta do what makes you happy. Because if you're not being happy making art, then, what's the point? Because art is made for yourself. First and foremost, art is for yourself. And if you're not happy with it, then how can you expect other people to be happy with it, So, you gotta do you, man. Gotta do you. Gotta be happy. Be happy and have the time of your life. My mom loves that song. I hate that song. But my mom loves it, and she was very upset when the Black Eyed Peas made the remix. She was like, they ruined the song! Why would they do that? It was such a great song, and then they ruined it. And going back to the actual painting, you can see that the blue is so dark. It's too dark. It needs to be lighter. And once I realize that once it dries, I get very upset. But, look, that's a mistake I made. And it didn't ruin the card. So, just because something doesn't go right, like, I always like to encourage people to finish the artwork before deeming it a failure. Because it's unfair to judge the artwork before it's finished. It's like judging a baby before it can grow up. You gotta give it a chance. Judge it when it's done. Because nothing looks great when it's not finished. So, I guess it's my 2 cents. Because I always had, things that looked horrible. I even had an art teacher tell me that my wire sculpture looked bad before I was even finished. And I said, hold your horses, mister. I'm not done with it yet. And then he admitted it after I was done. I submitted it. He was like, you're right. It does look better. So. Alright, again, back to the painting. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But, as you can see, I painted everything a darker color to help it match. And I'm doing a little bit of a dry brush on the rock, to give it some depth with, I think that's black I'm using. It broke again. But, I'm making sure I'm not painting over the darker gray, I'm just adding to it to help give it a sense of depth and shadow. So you can see I'm not painting the black all the way to the edge of the rock, because it'll be lighter around the edge, because you can see the sun in the background. That's our light source. So anything that has edges around, like you see on the Slowbro, there's little, highlights around the sides of his body. So we're mimicking the same kind of thing. And I'm taking my other brush and I'm just kind of, help smoothing things out to make it not look so painterly, I guess. So I'm making it painterly, but not painterly. I'm trying to match the style as best I can, is what I should say. Because you're not going to see so much detail on the rock because it's pretty much in shadow. But it'll still look nice. God, I love that brush. That's like my favorite brush. If that brush dies, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh. Oh God, it looks so dark on the top there. Going back, adding a little bit more details. Because you want, you gotta go back and forth sometimes. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you have to, do this, you gotta layer it, yada yada yada. Oh, but I'm really happy, like even looking back, besides that dark blue at the top, but I'm really liking how it's coming out, even as I'm looking at this again. And then you can see the awesome towel, that paper towel there. That should be in a museum itself. I love it. Mwah. Oh, chef kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. My sister's table. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I was going to say my sister's tablecloth looks, or not tablecloth, placemat looks really nice. Okay, so I am taping it up with painter's tape. And so you can't use Scotch tape. Don't use Scotch tape. Okay? Or any other tape, unless it's the blue tape or like, not even blue tape, but like, if it has to be tape made for painting. Okay? Like, I'm using painter's tape that painters use to protect the floor and stuff like that, and the ceiling when they're painting a room. So it's not supposed to damage the paint. So look, you can see I'm tearing it off and putting it back on. It's not damaging the paint whatsoever. So that's what you want. And right now I'm doing a technique that I'm okay at, but not the greatest. So I'm not sure what it's actually called, but it's like paint flicking. And so you just take your paintbrush and you dip it in some paint, and then you use your finger, to brush it off, to like fling it. And I did this to help create more of organic looking shine to the rock, because the rock is going to be kind of wet, right? Because it's on the sea and whatnot. There's sea spray, and so it's going to be wet, so it's going to be glistening a little bit. So you gotta do that stuff. You gotta think of this stuff, man. You gotta think about it and have a great time. It's not all going to be the same shininess. Some places are going to be more shiny because of how they're catching the light and whatnot. So it's all good. So you can see I'm having lots of fun, making sure I don't disturb the original artwork as much as possible. That's always my goal with these, because I use these to help practice my scenery, my background skills, because I don't do a lot of backgrounds. I usually just do character stuff, so I use this to help practice my background skills. So, and we're just going to get rid of that one, because the tape is too on there. We're just going to brand new thing, because we don't want to ruin my sister's table. She'll kick me out of the house. I can't afford that, guys. It's too expensive to live here. And then I'm just adding a little bit more of some more shinies to the other rocks. I don't know why I didn't add. Why didn't I do the tape thing with them? I don't know, but it still looks good either way. So you can use it. You can use the flicky paint technique if you want, or you don't have to. It's up to you again. Whatever makes you happy, boo. So, but I'm really liking how these rocks are coming out, and I'm just like, oh yes, queen, yes. So, and then I think, what am I doing now? I think I start doing the gradients. Oh yeah, gradient! Oh, I love gradients. They're so fun. I don't know why they're so fun for me. a lot of people think it's hard. Well, not a lot. Like, I can understand why people don't like doing gradients, because it's hard to get that perfect to one color to the next, transition. So, you gotta make sure that it evenly goes from one color to the other. And it just takes practice. Just like life. Life takes practice, painting takes practice. You have to be bad before you can be good. So if you don't like doing gradients because they're too hard for you, you can just avoid doing gradients if you want. But I suggest at least practicing it for a little bit, because I personally don't like coming up with scenery, but I'm still trying to improve my skill on that, because that's what I want to improve on currently. I'm sure I'll find something else I need to improve on, but you always gotta improve yourself no matter what, man, because that's just you should improve yourself on your weakest points. So but yeah, where am I going with that card? Put it back, lady. God, I can't believe it. But oh god, this gradient's so good. I love it. It's so nice. So nice. Let's do some ASMR as I whisper. But no, we're not doing that. Am I getting the okay, so I'm looking for the right blue right now to make details. Oh, you can see the blue I picked right there. So to do this, I kind of glob the paint onto my little baby paintbrush there, and I lightly drag it over to help make it look, to help get that kind of wiggly waggly thin line. I'm not sure if I can get a smaller paintbrush or not. I feel like I should. I don't know, but I feel like it would also be only like one bristle, thick. And then, I'm adding some sea spray to the rock, because that's fun. Because, when the waves hit, oh god, I love that brush! I love it! But when when water hits up against rocks, they do a little sea spray thing. And so, so nice. Oh. You have to have different textures of mist, because, mist has different thicknesses. It's going to be thicker at the bottom where all the source of the water is, and then it's going to get lighter as it goes into the air. And then I'm fixing a little bit of the thicker ripples in the ocean, just to help it look not so awkward. So again, that was a mistake that I had, and I fixed it. So, and then I'm adding a little bit, oh yeah, I guess those are the further out waves in the purple part of the sea. So yeah. Are we going to work on the sky soon? I like doing the sky. Let's do the sky. The sky looks totally mishmashed with the bottom now. We can't have that. Why would you do this to me? I can't believe it. I'm so rude to myself. Hello? Hello, are you listening to me? I can't believe your manners right now. The manners are just out the window. You took that long to make more good details in the ocean? Oh my god, I can't believe how... I'm just so concerned about all these I'm really making sure I finish that sea before I go on to the sky. And the sky is really bothering me. Oh god. Can we move on? Look, it looks great. Honey, boo. Oh god. I keep making it look even better. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, thank god! We're working on the sky. So I am lighting up that sky as much as I can, because I don't like how dark it is, obviously. So we're trying to fix that first. And I think I made it too light, and I'm upset about that. So I don't know what I'm going to. So I'm trying to. Yes, look, I am not liking it at all. I'm trying to fix it. I am panicking probably at this point, where I'm like, what do? I need a different blue. I just can't do this anymore. My life is ruined. I'm sure that's exactly what's going through my head right now. I can't remember. This was weeks ago. Oh, good. Okay, that blue works much better. Oh, okay. So, are we finally happy with that? I think we are. Oh, yeah. That matches much better. Okay, I think we're going to do a little bit of a... Yeah. We're going to have to wait for that to dry a little bit more before we can actually do a better gradient. Can we... Oh, no? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now we're just kind of blending it in, getting rid of the rest of the white undercoat. Oh, okay, that looks much better. We're blending it, so it looks like that one shade of blue goes into the other shade of blue. Oh, perfect. Why does it keep... I need to wait for it to dry. Why am I not waiting for it to dry? I am so impatient with the sky. Oh my goodness. If you could just... Why is it so close to the bottom of the screen? Why am I like this? I will never know. But, okay. So are we finally happy with that? Are we? No, okay. Oh, we're doing a little bit. We forgot to do some sea spray at the bottom. Ah. Alright, get my favorite brush out. Oh, yeah, boy. Fix that up. Yeah, get a little... Now, it's too much sea spray. We gotta fix it up a little bit. Yeah, perfect. A little bit. Mwah. More chef's kiss. Alright. So now it's finally dry. Well, again, it keeps constantly drying. I'm doing this in horrible amounts of layers. And then I'm making one final bluish, like I'm making it so it looks like it's going to the night sky. So I'm fading that into one more layer of blue. And I think I'm finally happy where this is going. God, I love that blending. I love that paintbrush. I can't tell you how much I love that paintbrush. It's so great for blending. If you want to blend, get yourself a bristle brush. And a bristle brush. Oh, bristle brush. It just means that it's like wired, like it's like thicker. Instead of like being silky smooth, those are like the smooth brushes where it's like small, smooth. These, the bristle brush, they're thick and tough. So they're really great for blending. So get yourself a blender brush. A bristle brush for blending. Oh. Alright, so now I'm finally working on that pink. Oh, this is the home stretch, peeps. Home stretch. So yeah. So we're blending it that. And so it's gonna make a weird purple color, but we don't want to be too purple. We don't, because that's right next to where the sun is. So we're, it's gonna be a little bit weird over there. But right now we're working on the other side, trying to get this one. I remember giving me a little trouble because it's hard to go, because the purple in the purple gradient stripe in the original artwork is very thin. So, if the more space you have to blend, the easier it is. The shorter the area, the harder it is. So, because it's hard to make something look crisp, but not crisp at the same time. So, it takes a little bit of work. But, you just kind of keep blending and you blend. Oh, fix that a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at it really close because I can't see the detail from where I sit. So I'm putting it right next to my face. And if I didn't put it right next to my face, all you see would be the back of my head in the camera right now. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking at it really close and trying to make sure I got the details good. Because otherwise you'll just see the back of my head, and that's a little embarrassing, I think, where you just see the back of my head, because I probably didn't do my hair or anything like that. So yeah. And then I think what are we doing? There's a little bit of a white spot there next to the sun. Are we going to fix that? Oh yeah, there we go. Phew. Oh look, you see a little bit of my head right there. That's how close I'm putting that thing like 2 inches away from my nose. So, because I'm just like, I have to make sure it's a little bit, yeah. So right now I'm putting some reflective light onto the sea to, again, help blend it in with the original artwork. Because this is the part where it gets a little bit dicey for me, is trying to blend in that sun with the background. Because you'll see later. I think this is the only regret I have on the whole painting, is trying to deal with that sun. But we'll see soon. You'll see what I mean, and I'll explain it to you, because that's the point of the video, is to explain, you know, my my painting process to you. But yeah, so this is me trying to make more of a seamless transition from one color to another, you know, so it doesn't seem so abrupt, because that's what we want. We want it to like fade, you know, just fade perfectly to one color to the next, which, you know, again, it can be hard. But don't give up, keep trying until you get it just the way you want it. Just like I am. So, it'll all be good. And now, okay, so now is the sun's part. So now I'm trying to add, you know, the glow from the sun. But, I'm not sure if you can see it here, but maybe a little bit. But when the yellow, my yellow splattering, gets into the blue, the yellow is so see-through that it looks green. So that was like my only regret on that part, where it looks a little bit green there, but I don't think I could really help it without it looking like totally out of place. All right, and then we're going back to that tape technique, so that way I don't have to worry about getting the rest of the painting ruined, but I can also give it more of like a natural, like, because you can see I ripped it, right? So, I mean, of course you can't, it's video. But yeah, so I'm using that to make it look more organic. So, instead of just, you know, trying to randomly put it everywhere. And you can see I'm trying desperately to put stars there, and my finger is just getting covered with paint. And it's not really working out as well as I wanted it to. But it worked out well enough, so I'm happy about that. And, you know, I'm trying, like, there's different ways to do it. You can, like, hit the brush on your finger, or you can splat, or you can, you know, flick it with your finger. So, you know, there's different ways to do it, but I don't like doing the hitting against your finger thing, because too big of blobs can come off. I much prefer the stroking of the brush technique. So yeah, so then after that you have to go wash your hands 5 times because there's so much paint on your fingers, and then you slowly take off the paint, and I really like how that came out. Being careful, making sure everything is still on there, and yeah, we pretty much have a finished project now. Yay, it's all done! Oh wait, never mind, we're fixing it up a little bit. I celebrated too soon. So a little bit more touch-ups. Are we done with the touch-ups? Huh? Oh, we're taking one more close look at it before deciding what we really think about it. And oh, a little bit more. Yeah. Oh, and finally we're done! Yay! So here we are, caterpillars. The before and after. I'm really happy how this came out, and I'm really liking the cards that are more vibrant and colorful. But we'll see what my niece and my nephew pick out next. And I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please let me know, because I thrive on feedback. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye everybody!